Hey, Centerpoint, I just want to thank you again this month for financially investing and tearing away unnecessary barriers for people to find life and freedom in Jesus. And it's people like Larissa. This is an exact quote from her. She said, "I've always had Christ in my heart, but I didn't fully step into his goodness until the last week of May." And she said, "I realized that the time is now or it's never. And I can't continue walking through life trying to figure it out on my own." And so many people are right there. And then she said, "I've been made new again. I finally realized that through the grace of God. I've been born again." And then in June, she went public with her faith through baptism like a bunch of other people. We got to celebrate that again. And then she wrote, this is one of my favorite parts. She said, "I want to thank my neighbor Tisha and Brian for inviting me and helping me make this decision." And I'm telling you, that type of story has been repeated over and over again. In fact, we've had hundreds of people inviting friends and family and neighbors to just come sit with them, and the results have been unbelievable. Our church is growing at a significant clip. In fact, throughout the summer so far, we've had pretty regularly added chairs to our 11 a.m. service, and this is the middle of the summer. And so the number of people who are being invited, but then the life change that is happening is so significant. In fact, over the next few months, you're gonna hear more about plans for necessary building expansion if you haven't already, because we have to create more space for more people. In our kids space, where we are maxed out, and we are beginning to max out at our adult services regularly. And so I say all that to say that growth is creating story after story of life change, and your financial giving is creating that life change. And we've seen a ton of people not just come, but begin to experience growth. Discover CC, we've had so many each month. Going deeper, our study in James over this last month, over 30 people attending that each night. We also had an incredible night of worship. And so we're seeing so many people begin to make church friends their best friends and begin to experience community. And then we had one of our largest attendance of the year in CC Kids just this last weekend. And all of this is happening in the middle of the summer. So many families finding a place for their children to have fun and be introduced to Jesus. And then with our students, we had over 100 students at our first CC summer night. And so I say it every month, but we get the privilege of footing the bill for so many people who are curious about Jesus, following Jesus, and are beginning to find a family at Centerpoint. It's so significant. I wish I could spend 10 minutes telling you stories. But what's happening right now is our growth is outpacing our giving. And everything that we do here is fueled by planned percentage priority giving that's setting the stage for all of this. And so those of you who are consistent in that, you're helping create a safe community for people to belong, explore faith, and grow in faith. But I just want to encourage you, this is a really critical time where our growth is outpacing our generosity. And so we just need more people to step up to say, I'm gonna be consistent. It's not necessarily we don't give, but we don't always give consistently, to maybe even consider upping their percentage and then to give first, because these next few months are crucial for us as we continue to reach families and people in our community. And so we get the privilege to do this. We get the privilege of being a part of something bigger than ourselves. And so I just want to say thank you for all those of you who have picked a plan, are giving a percentage, and you're giving it first and making it a priority. It is moving this mission forward. And I just want to invite more of you to be consistent and take the next step in your giving. Cannot wait to see what God's going to do in August and September. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Love you guys.